Hi, AT from CNC at Home. Recently, my daughter bought this wooden box as part of a birthday present for her friend Nova. What we're going to do is we're going to take the laser and we're going to carve her name on here, put some fancy scrolly things underneath it, and some fancy stuff in the corners. So, we'll show you how we did that in LightBurn, and we'll get it burned over here on the laser. Once we're in LightBurn, the first thing we'll want to do is make a square template that's the size of the box so that we know exactly where to place our text and our little squigglies. We'll put a box down in the corner, and then I'll resize it to 151 millimeters, which is approximately the width of the box. And we'll zoom in on that. Oops. I want to keep that, the first layer. Then the new stuff will go on the blue layer. This is where the text will go. So we'll type in the name, Nova. And my daughter picked out the Edwardian font, so we'll just go through and change this font. All right, make it bold. I want it a little bolder. And we need to make it bigger. You won't be seeing the menus because of how I'm doing the screen capture. I'll have to fix that again. Move that up. Then I'll go over to one of my libraries. I've got my fancy line library and pull over one of the squigglies. We'll do an edge trace on that to turn it into a vector, or a bunch of vectors. Now let's shrink this up. That's a little too big. That's the size I want, so I'll right-click on it and choose the duplicate option. And then I will mirror that and slide it over. Yeah, about there looks good. Now it's all a little bit big, so let me group these two together. And then I can resize them as a unit. Just make it a little bit smaller. About there. The next thing I want to do is bring in the fancy little corner thing. And again, we need to convert this to a vector drawing, so we'll right-click and choose Trace Edge. We can get rid of the image. Now I'll need to resize this. It's a little big. Actually, a lot big. See how that looks. That looks pretty good. And now that the name's all centered up, let's duplicate this corner piece. And then we'll mirror that. And slide it over. Now that we have that positioned, let's grab the other one. We have both of them. We'll duplicate it. And then we'll mirror it on the other axis and slide it down. We'll need to take the name and move that up just a little bit. All right, I want to take these four things in the corner and put them on their own layer. So I'll group those together and I'll put them on a separate layer. This way when it burns, it'll do the name as in one pass, and then it'll do the corner pieces as a separate pass. I'll go to my burn library and set this for kind of the medium darkness. This thing is framed up. You want to come turn the fan on?
A fan?
Well, it says fan.
No?
Go ahead. Turn it on. You want to start it?
Start?
Take the mouse. Yep, and push the start button.
How do you push? I started it. This thing is calling some voices. This thing is voicing. It's saying...
Change. Doing it.
It's burning it to bits and pieces.
That turned out pretty well. I hope Nova likes this. Just a little bit of sanding on here to clean up some of the scorching, and this will look really nice. Hi, AT from CNC at Home. Recently my daughter bought this wooden box as part of a Christmas present. No, start over! I heard that. My daughter says a sausage is funny. Am I recording all of this? Yeah, I'm recording all of this. Great. What? But what am I doing? I can. You think that'll be funny? I'll put it in. Maybe at the end I'll do a little bloopers. Oops. Hi, I'm AT from CNC at Home. If you like our content, help support our channel by clicking on subscribe and liking our videos. Thank you for watching this video. Have fun with your CNC at Home projects.